Hello, I am Sawene and welcome to the Convotable Show. This is a show where we get real with issues affecting our people. And today we are going to get real with an issue of sibling rivalry. Today I am joined by Miss Eve and other two people that are going to introduce themselves as we get down to understand the sibling rivalry notion. How does it come about? How is it handled? And how do we handle it at large? So, karibuni sana. So we will start introducing ourselves from my immediate left.
I'm Josephine Makomere, a student at Kibabi University, born in a family of 5. I'm the last born, with 3 sisters and 2 brothers.
Harrison Wanyonyi, a student at Kibabi University. I'm the firstborn in our family.
Wow. Next.
And I'm Evelyn Barasa, a psychosocial psychologist. I'm also a mother of 2.
Wow. So we want to get down to Chambue sibling rivalry. How does it come about? First of all, let's understand what sibling rivalry is. Do you understand by that, Miss Josephine?
Sibling rivalry is actually intense competition between brothers and sisters, maybe because of they're competing for parental love, affection, and maybe attention.
Okay.
Yeah.
Miss Eve, what is your own?
Children rivalry is, the way she said, is that competition whereby the siblings or the children are competing maybe for the scarce resources and the attention from the parents. Yeah.
Harrison?
Yeah. I think you have said everything. One thing that I want to add is that it can be either the children who are related by blood, or some family have children who are adopted. They can also cause that rivalry between them. Yeah, because of attention, basically.
Okay. And when we speak about sibling rivalry, from the word sibling rivalry, it already gives you a negative notion, isn't it?
Yes.
So it is like a problem. When does this problem occur in a family?
Sibling rivalry actually starts, for example, in a family that has just one child, is a family that is starting, and then there is now they are now expecting a second child.
Yes.
Once the second child comes in the family, rivalry starts.
Yes.
Because the older sibling, the older child, will always tend to feel like I'm being replaced.
Exactly.
And it is normal for parents to pay more attention to the younger sibling, because just growing up we need so much attention, so much love, and the older one tends to feel like I'm left out. So it starts there.
Madam Eve,
Yeah.
when does this problem tend to occur?
Okay. The way Madam Josephine has said, as on my part, I can also say that child rivalry also begins maybe when there is scarce resources.
Okay.
For example, a case where there is little food, there is no inadequate food in the family, there is no enough resources, no enough, maybe the clothes are not enough. Those resources in general, the basic needs of the kids, when they are scarce, these children will tend to compete. Because I also want to have enough.
Exactly.
And you also want to have enough. So it will depend with the energy of somebody. How energetic you are. You fight for
yourself.
You fight for yourself.
Yes.
And that one may bring in the issue of self-centeredness and individualism.
So, Mr. Harrison, do you think sibling rivalry is a normal thing among siblings? And when do you tell that the rivalry has begun among siblings?
Thank you for the good question. I think it is a normal thing. Sibling rivalry is a normal thing because of personality difference or temperaments. People are born to be with different personalities. We have sanguines, melancholic, so it will manifest as the children continue to grow. And you will tell when it started manifesting in your family, for example, when you get another child, suppose you are having maybe one child, then another one comes by luck. So there will be that competition, craving for the attention from the parent, whereby the older child will feel that he or she is neglected and the attention is shifted to a newcomer in the family.
All right.
Yeah.
So let's get a parental perspective from Miss Eve. Miss Eve, when do you see that something is not right with these people?
You will notice immediately the baby, the young
newborn.
child
Okay.
is born. From a parental perspective of view, on my side, when I gave birth to my second born, I noticed immediately when I came from the hospital.
Yes.
My son came and sat on the baby. And the next thing he said, Mom, take this baby away from this child.
Yes.
Can you just take her away? I don't want to see this baby because I'm no longer sitting, you are no longer carrying me, you are no longer feeding me the way you are feeding me. I really want to sit. I want you to carry me. So whenever he was seeing my little baby being carried, he would just come and sit on the top of her. So you realize that there is that fight, that competition for space, food, and even attention. And we realize that these things are mostly is done maybe because of genetical transmission.
Okay.
Maybe I rivaled when I was young, and now I am carrying the genes.
Exactly.
Or maybe the father is he's carrying maybe the genes from the father, and being transmitted to the baby. So automatically the baby will behave that way.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Let's get your view.
As I want to add on that,
Yes.
being the last born in the family, I think I realized that after I came in and I was now starting my nursery schooling. So there are things that my mother gave it to me. But then I realized that those shoes were for my immediate sister.
Yes.
So when she came in the evening, she was like, "Did you put on my shoes? Why?" So I told her I was given. I actually didn't know that they were hers because my mother had kept them, I think, far away.
Yes.
So akaniambia, usiwahi kuvaa tena hivyo viatu tena. So I asked why. So I realized that she was feeling, why is it that they can't buy me new shoes? And why is it that I have to use hers? And I also feel like if my parents managed to buy for my sister new shoes, why can't they buy for me new shoes?
So sometimes we find that it's not only when the child is born, that age, the age maybe this firstborn, and then you're giving birth to the secondborn. So there is that rivalry. Sometimes it comes when they continue growing, when they even older. Sometimes it is the personality that it depends with the personality that these children have. Sometimes it's the personality that leads them to rivals. So let's understand that more from Miss Evelyn.
So when we look at this issue of rivalry in children, may come as a result of personality and temperament, depending with the type of the temperament the child has. For example, if a child is perfect melancholy, this child will tend to be more of quiet. This child can make a good leader, yes. But unless this person is forced to do something, will tend to be quiet, which is different from somebody who is perfect, who is
Choleric.
a powerful choleric. A child who is powerful choleric will be noticed immediately from birth. You will see the rate of crying. It's radical, let me say so. powerful choleric child is radical, and even when she grows up or when he grows up, is always radical. And remember, a powerful choleric child will thinks that is the best. I am always the best. It is me who can do this. Mom knows that I can do it. So when I want to do it, because I am the elder son, the elder daughter, but now I am peaceful, melancholic. I am a melancholic person. I will tend to wait mom to tell me, can you do it? But with powerful choleric, I will let you do it. You see, when you are placing this cup like this, you will break it. It is me who can place it well. Yes. So let me do it. So the powerful choleric child will tend to work on behalf of the peaceful melancholic child, so because just because of the temperament, not because of the age. Yes, I'm elder, but because I am melancholic, I'm slow. But given chance to do it, I do it perfectly. But remember, a powerful choleric will do it, but not perfectly.
So I want to understand this. Does it only happen to girls, or it happens to boys as well?
It is both. When it comes to personality, each and every person is born with his or her own personality. For example, you can have a perfect melancholy mother, and we can also have a perfect melancholy father.
Yes.
So, for example, if I am a perfect melancholy mother, and I have a husband who is powerful choleric, we can match. But if in case I am a perfect melancholy and I have a husband who is perfect melancholy, that house will always be quiet. And there must be somebody else to come and push us to do something. But given chance, we do it perfectly. But remember, now it becomes a problem. And that is why it is a problem when it comes to children, to siblings. Because you know, when you are mature, you can control.
Yes.
We understand the weaknesses and the strength of the as long as we understand the personality we have, we can control. We can dwell on the strength other than the weaknesses.
Okay.
So you realize that when it comes to children, most of the time they will dwell on the weaknesses.
It's true.
Yeah, I can do it the best way than you can. So you are dwelling on the negative part, on the weakness. So it brings in the issue of rivaling. You will not do it well. So they will end up fighting at the end of it all, because I'm being pushed, I can do it well. Maybe I commanded or I ordered that this elder child do it. But now because of this one, because of the temperament, comes in, do it, and maybe it is destroyed or it is misplaced, and you realize that a mistake happens.
So let's get an additional...
Maybe just to add on that, the issue of melancholy and choleric, it's more attached to kids who are extrovert and introvert.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You find that the introverts, they're not even bothered with the parents' attention, affection, or love. They're just there. You give them, you assign them something, or you give them, they're okay, they're comfortable. You tell a kid, wake up, he will wake up, or he or she will wake up. But then for the extrovert, they're really bothered with the parents' attention, interest. They want to be, they feel like they are there for me. They want to be recognized in everything. They want to be seen as number one, or my father or my mother is always there for me.
Why not?
So it brings rival in that a child who is an introvert will tend to think that my parents are more attached to my sibling, who is the opposite, the extrovert. So it brings out the issue of introvert children and extrovert.
Maybe Mr. Harrison, if you have something to add on that.
Yeah, on personality, there is this another personality known as sanguines.
Yes.
The ardent noisemakers in the house. They are extrovert in that they can socialize, connect with the people easily, and if I can say, yani wako chap chap.
They connect with
everybody.
person.
So, if you find like maybe the firstborn is a melancholic, a very dull guy, is not participating actively, and there is this small boy, a young one who is sanguine, can be able to connect easily with people, with the parents. He will be taking the responsibility, he will be doing, and when he will be doing things, the melancholic will see that it is like I'm being deprived of my authority or what. So from that perspective now, conflict of interest will now begin to occur, and definitely if it not managed, it can become catastrophic.
Wow.
Yeah.
So
you also realize that maybe just an addition, you will also realize that when maybe this baby is maybe powerful choleric and is actively or maybe sanguine, actively participating in maybe in daily course and maybe socializing and communicating, parents sometimes make a mistake. They tend now to put on their trust and attention to that child. In that they reach a time whereby they trust this little child than the elder one.
Exactly.
So when they do that, the elder one will feel left out. When they feel that they are left out, that is now when they start rivaling, they start quarreling, they start fighting, maybe in your absence. So if you are not keen, it will end up bringing in so a lot of conflicts from amongst the children. Yeah.
So sibling rivalry that does not just occur when these children, when they are children alone. We are told that it also occurs when people have really grown. You're in your 30s, you're in your 20s, you go back home, you still feel like no, you still want to rival with your sister or with your brother. What do you think are some of these causes that cause sibling rivalry among adults? Now that we find out that tukiwa wadogo, maybe kuna hiyo food, kuna attraction to maybe parents, kuna hiyo mbona huyo amenunuliwa kiatu mpya mimi sina. There are those, but why do we have sibling rivalry even in the adults?
Sibling rivalry in adults is really a monster. And I can say that the root cause is parental favoritism. This brings chaos. We have families that parents tend to favor one child. And reasons maybe because maybe this child is always around, so he or she knows most of the things that happens, maybe the secrets of the parent. So the parent will tend to favor or maybe to get more closer. And maybe for it happens in our societies. We have parents who will tend to favor one of his children because he's financially stable, because he provides everything for the family. So when the is always around, there is more attention, maybe in terms chakula mzuri, atakija, atachinjiwa kuku, atatengenezewa mahali pazuri pa kulala. Sasa the other kids feel like who is a bit financially lower than this one, tends to feel like is more favored. Why? And we are just the same. I'm Hassan. Hassan. So why? And it could be maybe this person has some, mostly parents I've seen. They tend to get more affectionate with a child in the family who has more of the personalities related to him or her. Maybe it's the father. You feel like, oh, this one is a politician and
Just like me.
Just like me.
Yeah.
So he will always talk in favor of that person. So it brings a huge rival among the children.
From a firstborn perspective.
In addition to that one,
Yes.
sibling rivalry can also be caused by success. For example, I want to take it maybe from this example. I assume I am a boy and the person who follows me is a girl. I am in maybe a thriving marriage. My marriage has been successful, and maybe my sister has gone to several marriages. It is not working. So with that bitterness, he will tend to cause a rival in my family. Perhaps he will cause away the way he will chase away my wife so that we can be equal. So he will be jealous because of my success. Yeah, I have seen it in our family. Because of success, I have been seeing it from our family, whereby people tend to hate each other. This person A is more successful. This person A, because of his successful, when he goes somewhere, he's given that attention. So we shall also be competing so that we can be like that one. So you will definitely find that those people, the haves and have not, they will be that rival because of success and jealousy.
So from hate, we find out that sibling rivalry has a lot of negative effects. It has a lot of it. So what do you think are some of these negative effects that sibling rivalry became?
Children rivalry may cause a lot of harm to their families. It may cause death among the family members. For example, I want to give a life example.
Yes.
There is a father who tends to take side with the children. Okay, this issue of family relationship is very important.
Yes.
As your children, okay, taking care of children, bringing up children, you must be very careful as a parent. You should never take sides. So we have a father who took sides together with the mother. They loved one of their daughters very much. In that, even at the towards the end, when they were about to die, they took all of their possessions and put them into the possession of that daughter. So that daughter was the one to share with the rest of the siblings. And remember, that child was the young one. And it was a polygamous family. So this girl, what she did, she went and sat down, she married a man, and she ate all the money, millions of money. She never shared with their siblings.
What?
The father died after giving her all the riches, their bank accounts and everything, the title deeds and everything. But you see, when you think you know, maybe sometimes you may not know. So the father thought maybe this girl was wise. Little did he know that maybe that this girl will turn against the sisters and the brothers.
True.
So she ate all the money. Remember, at the time when the mother died, she died just in Life Care Hospital here. That is a real case within Bungoma. And the brothers, the sisters came and carried the body without any single assistance. Even the girl didn't go for the burial. And remember us, for now, they have nothing. They didn't get anything from their parents. So whatever we do in life, let's do it to our children equally. Let's equalize. Let's not take sides. And let us not think that maybe because of maybe that close relationship that we have with our children, that we put all our trust in them. Let's put our trust in all of our children because they are our children. Maybe if he did that, maybe he could have gotten one, or maybe he could have given the possessions in the hands of the two. Maybe it could have assisted, but
it would have been a different story.
Yes.
To add on maybe one of the causes that results through sibling rivalry, that actually sometimes it causes psychological torture. You realize that my brother, even if tunakosana kabisa, we will always be a family.
Yes.
And you find that if I have a problem, an issue with my brother, in that we can't solve, I wouldn't have peace.
Yes.
There is no way that I'll always feel complete and feel like there is something that is missing in my life.
Yes.
And you find it is not only one party, it is boy. I feel like I have a sister who we are not good in communication,
Yes.
and we can't resolve maybe our rival has gone and it is that day we can't resolve. So I feel like it also causes, it tortures, it brings that psychological torture in the family, because one of the children who feels like my sister is being favored will always feel like I'm not part of that family, I'm not worth. It feels empty, feels like I'm not attached to that family. So, and I feel like, where do I go? Where do I belong? That's when anaju withdraw from the family, which is not bad. He may have a problem going something, but he can't open up because he feels like, who will listen after all? There's no one who is going to listen, so he tends to keep to himself.
So, Mr. Harrison, give us other effects of sibling rivalry.
Thank you for the opportunity. Yeah, another cause of that rivalry can be role model within the family. Children will tend to internalize what they see. For example, if the parents, you have formed the culture, that barbaric culture of fighting, or the way you handle your situation at home, maybe the mother you are always shouting at the dad, or maybe the form of communication there. If maybe things are not working the way you anticipated, maybe if I am the husband, the way of communicating, if my wife has not done what I wanted, is to speak with a slap or a kick, children will tend to say, oh, this is the way to go, and they will internalize it in their mind. They will learn that maybe the best thing to solve this is through fighting, and you will tend to see that it will have a negative effect even in their life. Maybe when there is a disagreement within themselves, the elder son will say, I've been seeing Baba hitting Mama. No, the way to go, Nikki Chapo, to fight. And you saw, it is not their fault.
It is not their
What
fault.
they saw, their role model was their parent. That is why it is the essence. For example, if the couples want to solve their issues and they have the young ones around, to do it in a mature way, because it will create an impression, not just an impression, but a long-lasting impression to their children.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sawa. And then we are told that the sibling rivalry does not only affect siblings. As much as it is siblings involved, sana, it is not only for children, because we find that these parents that raise these kids also get to be affected in a way or another. Sindio?
Yes.
So we want to know some of how are these parents affected? How are parents affected with sibling rivalry? When your children are rivaling in the house, how are you affected as a parent?
You realize that when there is conflict, there are quarrels among the siblings in the family, the parents will lose respect in the family and even in the entire community. Because you cannot be respected, sometimes you realize that people will tend, the way Harrison has said, people will tend to emulate or imitate other people's lives because of their morals. But if you've brought up your children, they are ever quarreling. Even the neighbors may not want your children to associate with them. So there will be that lack of respect within the family and even within the community.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
A parent whose family has a lot of sibling rivalry, this parent tends to feel like I have failed as a mother or as a father, because the happiness of a parent is to raise children that live in harmony, they support each other, they are there for each other. But then if we find that they are competing, they are fighting, there is no peace, there is name calling from brothers and sisters, this parent tends to feel like, where did I go wrong? And you find that when they are fully grown, personality has matured. You cannot change. It's you. They cannot listen. Everybody tend to feel like I'm right, I'm right, I'm right, and this one is wrong. So mzazi anakosa amani kabisa. There is no peace of mind. There is no joy of being a parent, even if your children are successful. But there is that rival, because when there is that rival, they cannot support each other. Right. And you find that if someone has a problem, that is the happiness of another. True. And it makes parents feel like I failed as a mother or as a father. Wow.
So in addition,
yes,
one wise man once said that a house divided cannot stand.
Yes.
Yeah, the parent will be affected in a way that the support that children will give to the parent will be minimal. For example, your children are successful, but they are not united. You know, like it will be like a competition. They will just neglect you. Miss Yes's idea of you. They cannot help you. The support that they will give you, utakuwa nasikia anasema huyu siampeleke. So you will, as a parent, despite your children being successful, but the support that you will be receiving minimal, because huyu anangoja huyu akuje akusaidie, huyu naye amengoja huyu akuje akusaidie. So as a parent, it will not work to you, and it will hound you. It will cause you to lack peace of mind. In a biblical perspective, Psalms 133, it says how good or how blessing it will be when brothers come together in unity. It will be like now that oil flowing from the head to the pits of Aaron. So when you are in the family, you are divided. Even you cannot do one thing in accord. There is no blessings there. So that is the effect.
Wow. Also, maybe just an addition also.
Yes.
You see that this issue of child rivalry may also affect parents very much, because there is this issue of loss of lives. For example, recently, there are kids who fought and killed the other in Kakamega. They were fighting just for a mere mattress. So you realize that whatever you are doing, you think you are doing, you want maybe to people to know that maybe you are powerful, but the effect, the consequence may be very harmful. So it has caused loss of lives. And once that child dies, remember they are the parents who loses. It remains psychological torture. And it may cause the early death in these parents.
So what do you think?
So it is very.
So what do you think we should do to curb this problem so that we don't have sibling rivalry amongst our children, sibling rivalry amongst adults, and sibling rivalry at large? What do you think we should do to curb this problem? Hudson?
Yeah, definitely. One way of finding a remedy in curbing this issue of sibling rivalry in the family is the parents to just be neutral and celebrate different personalities. I am a sanguine. Yes, appreciate me the way I am a melancholic. Appreciate me. We have different strengths and weakness. But nikijua tuwe mzazi umesema nani fulani tu ndiye anafanyanga kitu mzuri better. Maybe my sister Caroline is doing something better, and I am always hearing you celebrating her because of her personality. We are able differently. You are not appreciating mine. I'll tend to hate her for no reason. But if you celebrate different personalities, take me the way I am. Kuna mahali naweza kuna my strength, appreciate me. Kuna mahali yeye anafanya vizuri, appreciate her. But don't take sides, basically. Be neutral. Yeah, you will be curbing.
As parents, I think to avoid or maybe to curb the issue of sibling rivalry as parents, let us avoid name calling. among your children. Like, for example, this is the difficult one. Avoid that. And just don't compare your children because they are not born the same. Lazima tu kutakuwa na utofauti. That is why we have Josephine and we have Jen. They will always be different, but they are still your kids. So accept them and accommodate them just the way they are. And then when it comes maybe the issue of compliments, compliment them in a gentle way. Like, I'm proud of you, my children. Not like, I'm proud of you, Josephine. Compliment them in a gentle way. Even if Josephine amekupea 10,000 na Jen amekupatia 2,000. Just tell them, I'm proud of my children. And then make them feel like they are part of the team. Feel like this is where I belong. This is where I feel like I'm at home. When I have an issue, I have a home that makes me feel safe. So such that they won't be feeling like, let's say for example, mostly when it comes to festival celebration, for example, Christmas, they'll always come home. So when they are coming home, let them feel like I'm going home where I am a team player. Not that a competitor. Like my sister anakuza na boxes 10 and I just have one, so nakaa tu mimi, I'm nothing. Hata kama anakuja na 10 na 100 and there is one that is bringing 20,000. Let them not feel like there is competition. Let them feel this is my team and this is where I belong.
Thank you, Miss Eve.
I can also say that one way of resolving this issue of rivalry is discipline. How do you discipline your children? We should not always be complimenting. When they have made a mistake, let them understand that they have made a mistake. But let us not discipline because I will now give you 2 cans because I love you, and now I'll give you 5 because I don't feel like I love you. And remember, you are my kids. So when it comes to discipline, let us equalize. Umefanya makosa, upata hiyo discipline yako. Hata kama umefanya tu mazuri nikakucompliment, ukishafanya mabaya, just have what you deserve. Discipline is very important in the family. You want these children to grow up morally upright. Discipline is very important. Ukimnyima mtoto kiboko, utakuwa umekosa because this child will always be making mistakes. Hata mimi najua, hata mimi nikikosa mama yangu haezi nichapa. Wewe unanichapa kama nani? So that one has really brought up more harm to children. Huyu akikosa unachapa, na huyu akikosa unajua nitakuchapa, wacha tu. Sasa remember this child is putting it in the mind. Even if this child is still very young, remember those past experiences are going to be submerged at the back of the mind. And when this child grows up, it grows and forms the personality of that children. Yeye ana grow akijua there is no love. Hakuna upendo. And remember, when that character is now it now matures within that child. It becomes now the character trait of that person. And remember, it will be transmitted to the offspring. So it has really caused, if there is no discipline, it will cause really a lot of harm in the family. And you realize that another thing is the case of sharing. You need to teach your children to learn how to share right from childhood. Let them know that if this spoon is one, we can use it. 2 people, we can share a spoon. But now, a case where tunasema, unajua sisi we are born in a very rich family, you need to have your own basin, I have mine. You have your bag of clothes, I have a bag of clothes. We don't share anything. Don't think that you will ever come and resolve an issue of rivalry. You've really destroyed your family. Let them learn how to share. right from childhood. Niko na mtoto mkubwa. I really taught that baby on how to share. But now the young one, she's now 2 years. Yangu. Mom, can you teach this baby on how to share? She will need to know that people need to share. So you realize that even the way you bring up the elder child, you want your family to stand. It depends with the upbringing of the firstborn. If the firstborn is well brought up, these other children will follow. Kama yeye umemfunza kupeana, with the time, huyu akifika miaka 2-3, she will also learn that she needs to share. Because if she's refused share, she's not sharing, then this one, the other one comes with something else and gives it to her. She will definitely learn that why is it that he came and gave it to me? Why should I refuse to also share? So the issue, the virtue of sharing, discipline, very important in a family makeup.
Wow.
Maybe before you conclude, on the issue of fair and equal.
Yes.
We have families that have differently abled children. These are special needs children. As a parent, explain to the normal children that this your brother, because he has ABCD, which is not normal, he needs more attention, more of love, more of attention, more of interest, because he's not normal. I have to be there more often than the way I am for you. So if you explain to them in the first place, they will always understand that I have a brother who my mother takes like more of her attention to him because he needs that. So after explaining that, there wouldn't be rival. This kid will always remember that my brother needs mom more than I need.
In addition, to end that rivalry, piga sherehe, have some family time, funny time. Take your children out or create that family. When they will come together, they share maybe a meal, have some games. It will create good rapport between them. And they will learn, perhaps when we come together, greater things happen. Through that gathering, when they come together, you can be able to share to them how you want your family to be. I want us to live in peace so that when we stay in peace, this one and this one will be like this one. I want us to live this one to perpetuate this vice hata tukiwa wakubwa, tuwe tukija pamoja. And I'm happy to report that I have seen it. Many families are embracing it. You can see that maybe at the end of the year, they will come together, like maybe families meet together at their parents, they celebrate, they share their ideas. This one will help to reduce that rivalry. Coming together. Usikazie sherehe, piga sherehe.
Hata na mrenda, hata na as we finalize, there might be someone out there who is undergoing that situation. Maybe this person ndo wakufinyiliwa, they have these rivals and they feel it's too much in their families, like they don't know what to do. What would you advise? We will start with the psychological perspective from Miss Eve.
To overcome the issue of child rivalry, maybe through that situations, maybe that somebody has passed through. Maybe somebody psychologically tortured, psychologically stressed. I think the best important thing that this person has to do is to seek counseling. You need always to speak up. But you see, you cannot talk to everybody. Because if you talk to everybody, they will end up laughing at you. But the important thing you can do is to seek counseling sessions. Go sit down, talk to a counselor, let you be advised. So that through that speaking, you see, when you talk, you are removing that thing out of you.
It is true.
And number two, when you feel relieved. So the most important thing, first of all, is to speak out. The more you keep it to yourself, you see, we have people who have undergone suicide just because of that issue. You see, I come from a family where there is nobody to take care of me. I'm just alone. Yeah. So you feel like you are so depressed, you are so stressed. So if you speak out, you will be relieved. Number two, you need to calm. After counseling, go talk to the parents, talk to the siblings. Can you let them arrange a family gathering? Let each and every person be given a chance to talk. If they talk as a family in a positive way, they will understand. Thank you.
Yes. How to deal somebody that is maybe undergoing through a sibling rivalry. One of the things that he or she needs to do is don't take it too personal.
Yeah.
Because sometimes these parents don't even realize that more attentive to Esther than are more attentive to Mary.
Yes.
They are not even aware. They feel like I'm just being a good mother to everybody equally.
Yes.
And maybe you should understand that maybe your sister or your brother needs more of attention or love at that moment.
Yes.
So don't take it too personal and keep it and feel like, no, this can't be solved. And then another thing is that find support elsewhere.
Yeah.
If you feel like your family is not giving you that love and attention that you need, it's not making you more comfortable, more accommodative, and making you maybe feel at home, find it elsewhere, from friends, from your girlfriend, from your workmates, where you feel like you feel that approval, you feel more affectionate and more attended to. So another thing also is that invest in your own family. Adults, you are full grown. Invest in your own family. Your wife, your husband, and your children. Make them if that thing the same love and attention you are lacking from your family.
Yes.
Get it from your wife, get it from your husband, and get that attention and affection from your children.
Yeah.
And another thing is that accept the reality. Accept that I'm not loved as much as Mary is loved. My parents favor Mary more than me. So accept. The more you accept, your life becomes easy.
Yes.
It makes you feel like, it makes you even create more time to attend to other things.
Exactly.
Because you will be spending time on more productive things than thinking like, my mother doesn't love me. My mother is not even interested in my project.
Yes.
So just accept, and it is going to be very easy. The earlier, the better.
Eish. I must take that one. Mr. Harrison.
Yeah, I think they have said almost everything, but one thing that I want to stress on, in everything that you do, learn to see it in a positive perspective. Usiwe kila siku we ni complain tu makasiriko, manunguniko. No. Learn to see it in a positive dimension. It will give you peace of mind.
Exactly.
And when you have that peace of mind, that hiyo pressure itapanda. Utasema hata kama hajafanya hivi, but at least let positive supersede the negative. Then you will help.
Wow.
Maybe just to finalize.
Yes.
Maybe I would just say that sometimes there must be a reason as to why. Maybe they are attending, maybe just the way she said, they are more attentive to the others than you.
Yes.
Maybe you are too selfish. These maybe are the parents who brought us up. When they were energetic, they took care of us. But now a time comes when where they need us more than you need them.
Yeah.
They need you so much. But maybe at that time, at that moment when they need you are not available. how will they love you? You are absent. Maybe they are sick in hospital. I am the only one present. So they will put their attention, their trust in me than you. So we always have to identify, look for the reason. Why is it that I'm not loved? Is there any reason that maybe is causing this bar is bringing this barrier amongst us? And cultivate on the positive way. Kama ilikuwa ni kuwatembelea, start visiting them frequently.
Yes.
If it is support, moral support, support them morally.
Exactly.
If it is financial support, support them financially.
Yes.
Not that you can go and steal and bring to them that small that you can.
Yes.
It is very important. Watasema huyu mtoto tunajua hana kazi, but
Lakini.
kama ameleta
Yeah.
amejaribu. Then with the time you will see them start complimenting positively. Lakini sasa wakikuja, wakati unakuja kuna vita. Wakati unakuja una complain. Wakati unakuja, so they will think, they will feel it's better you are absent than being present. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
So it has been a really engaging discussion with my guests over here, and I've really, really loved it. So please follow us on our social media platforms at Culture Hub TV. That is Facebook, Instagram, Culture Hub TV, YouTube, Culture Hub TV, and Twitter at Culture Hub TV. This has been the Convotable Show. My name is Diskay Sawene, and see you on our next episode. Thank you so much.
Yeah.